Welcome to our top posts. Your not so unique dose of Reddit. Smiley face. /AskReddit. Girls who took notes using 50 different colored pens. Where are you now? Do you still continue to write using all those colors? I will never forget sitting in class and asking the girl sitting next to me for a pen, and she turns back to me with a straight face and says to me, "What color?" Me. "What color and do you need a matching highlighter?" was my go-to response in college. I forget not everybody is as color coordinated as I am. We all became bullet journalists. I move that the term bullet journalists replace war correspondents. Does that mean wankers are palm pilots? I was looking for this comment. I take notes on my computer at work, so I take out my pen obsession on bullet journals. Pilot Precise V5 Extra Fine is my pen of choice these days. Try it. You won't be disappointed. Unfortunately not allowed in the line of work I chose. So now I use 50 different colored post-it notes. Improvise, adapt and overcome. If I may ask, what line of work are you in that prohibits the choice to use different colored pens? I work in an office, so it's sort of a silly rule. However, it does look more professional, and blue-black ink is just better for scanning printing purposes. I used to work for a CPA professional auditor who advised me to keep purple pens on hand for original signatures. She did. She said you'll always be able to tell at a glance if you're really the one who signed it, since almost no one will have a purple pen around to fudge your signature and no one will kick up a fuss since it's basically a blue pen. Unless my grandma decides to go on a fraud spree. Purple's her favorite color and the only color she ever writes with, so beware. Certain law school prep guides teach you to take notes on court opinions using different colors. 90% of first-year law students show up with 4 different color highlighters. By the end of the last year, few still use them. In legal practice I have developed color coding for notes of the cases I'm working on. I have not yet found a way to put a heart over the I in my filings. Save that for any judge with an I in their surname. There's a PM at my company that does this. No idea how the hell she has the focus and time to take such detailed Technicolor dream notes during meetings, but I've never had a problem with getting any relevant info from her, so shruggy emoji. Gotta respect note-taking game like that. Technicolor dream notes is the best phrase I've heard all day. Josie and the astounding Technicolor dream note. Josie the arousing Technicolor dream boat. Am I allowed to answer if I'm a guy? Because I ended up becoming the Excel guy in my office. All of my spreadsheets are exquisitely color-coded. Formatting an Excel doc and making it look pretty is one of the most satisfying feelings in the world. The real trick is getting the conditional formatting just so. Then, when you enter new data, it's already color-coded. The sweet sensation of conditional formatting and data validation working together while inputting new data is something I'll enjoy forever. Data validation? It's all about that personal validation. Nothing on earth makes me happier than an unprompted, "Wow, this report spreadsheet looks really nice," after I spent 3 times as long to make it look nice and professional than I did actually inputting the data formulas. My wife doesn't even try to wrap presents anymore and makes me do it because I'm all about that presentation. Ironically, my handwriting still looks like the chicken scratch of a dying man with dementia. So at least she's in charge of writing names. My grade 9 science teacher forced us all to do it. He said that by color coding everything you understood the material better because you had to think about it longer to color code it and understand what other things it was associated with. Not just zone out and go into transcribing mode. He also made us do end of unit study guides. They had to be color coded, a set amount of drawings, and unit words and definitions. The drawings were doodles based on things in the unit. He would mark them and hand them back before the test, which was great because he knew if he needed to help us with before we bombed the test. He was also a MMA fighter with cauliflower ears and not the type of guy you would expect to demand rainbow colored notes. Edit. There's a lot of people asking for examples, so I'll make one up this afternoon. I'm a medical lab technician. I took notes with a million different colored pens in college, up until 2 years ago. I graduated at age 41. Just bought myself a nice new set of gel pens. Real talk, Multiple colors really helped me categorize and compress complex ideas into things I could remember. It helped a lot in understanding the material and studying for tests. I'm a lab technologist and I studied the same way. Using the different colors to write important information really helped it stand out in my brain. Plus, anything that makes studying even a little more fun helps. Anything that makes studying even a little more fun helps. This was my main reason. It turned a dull task into an art project and flipped my desire to take notes 180 degrees. It made the task so interesting that I rarely needed to refer to the notes because I just remembered it all. I used different ink and highlighter colors to compensate for terrible ADD. I work in a chemistry lab now. Sometimes I'll still use brightly colored pens to record my results for fun, but I don't ever switch between colors/color code anything anymore. All the different colored ink/highlighting helped me remember my notes come exam time, so now that I'm out of college, I don't need to switch between colors. I low-key miss color coding and taking notes sometimes, though. When you took the time to color code during class, did you ever become seriously behind as the teacher moved on? If so, how did you compensate? Not OP, but I use colored pens for similar reasons. I didn't use them all in class. Class was for quick notes and following handouts. Note revision, making detailed notes from the class notes and textbooks, was when I could bust out my best handwriting and pretty colors and draw nice diagrams and stuff. People don't understand the importance of note revision and studying from the texts. In high school you don't learn that because most people can skate by if they just pay attention in class. But you can't do that once you get to college. Same for me. I would do an adapted Cornell style for my notes when I would recopy my notes. I'd fold all of my pages in half, one column for lecture notes and one for supplementation from the text. I still color code based on class. Each class has a color. This color includes the folder color, the pen color, the sticky note color that the assignments are written on and placed in my planner on the date they are due. I also teach intro statistics to undergraduates, where I also color code parts of the equations and the values that get inserted to the equation, so the students can see where the numbers come from more easily. Edited to change kids to students. That was a poor word choice on my part. Apologies. You're my favorite type of math teacher. All of the teachers who used color to help me learn math were the ones who actually got stuff to stick. Oh man. I never had that. Would have been so much easier. Color is so helpful for coding. When I do bookkeeping work I use it, but I'm so ducking messy and disorganized it looks like a serial killer trying to use sacred geometry to tell Google to buy groceries and set a reminder for pigeons. The financials look good though, so I do get there. My wife did this when we were in school and she still loves using multicolored pens for everything she can. She even uses her own pretty colors for writing in the labels for things at work. You can always tell work that was done by her from everyone else's. A true ray of sunshine. Edit. I told my wife about all the upvotes on this comment and she is thrilled about all the attention. Smiley face. Edit 2. 1/27 PM. Thank you so much to both of the kind strangers who awarded this comment. Never thought it would blow up so much. The wife is happy. Smiley face. r/so damn wholesome. Wish that was a real sub. Just created it. I am a med student now. Also I am failing because I no longer have time to use fancy pens and prepare colorful notes for all my classes. Doctor here, the first week of med school was hell because I didn't have time to switch pens during lecture. I changed to typing my notes out and recording the lecture, and then highlighting the notes later with different colored highlighters, or rewriting if I had time, which, lol. Some note-taking programs were intuitive with changing up font colors quickly. I can't remember the program I used. This was on a Mac, and the icon was a unicorn. What was actually nice about this is that I could listen to the lecture again at my own pace, which was something I had never done before. My study group could pause and discuss confusing topics if we needed, or we could look up YouTube videos and stuff to help explain things better. Don't let med school dim your rainbow. Edit. Because I'm one of those psychos that kept all of my notes. Here's some source, though this example has colored pens. Same here. Had to switch to typing for my notes and I still take longer than others. Anki's great for discrete memorization, but I just get so much out of making my own notes. I still hoard pens, markers, colored pencils, and post-its. My color coding still exists with expo markers when I'm whiteboarding biochem or something. Thank you so much for watching this bullcrap. If you enjoyed, please like this video and don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell. If you have any suggestions and requests, I'll be waiting for you in the comment section. Have a great day, you sneaky son of a god.